curious, like on what instance? Where she just destroys her credibility. Just curious.
Oh, sorry. I'm actually using Google to find you the video clips. This is the universe. Please hold all questions for the Oracle until I have found the clips. Please hold.
I most likely watched the clips. You could just tell me which ones you're referring to.
You've watched it all. Like what, Donahue? Which ones are you positing?
He can't know. He's just Googling after the fact that he's
what means today, what I call the new intellectual, would be any man or woman who is his life and who does not want to give in to today's cult of despair, cynicism, and impotence, and does not intend to give up the world to the dark ages and to the rule of the collectivist brute.
Well, that was a pretty good one.
That's a very good one. That's based as fuck.
Love you, I'm not.
Inshallah, I'm not.
Again, inshallah.
Again. Wrong. It's not wrong. If Ayn Rand was it, that's all that means.
No, that means God loves it.
Then why exactly?
No. Have I shared like a secret with you guys? Simon knows this. The reason why I became an architect was because I read Fountainhead. When I read The Fountainhead, I went with my dad just after school, after I finished high school in architecture. I got my master's in it. During my internship, I worked for an architect. His name is Jesse. And his practice is called The Fountainhead. And he's one of the most controversial architects that you can find. If you go see his work, he uses tiles, like these terracotta tiles that he used for the roofs. Right? He would use them as blanket for the floor. He would make structures that we participated in its creation by like one standing pillar, much following like the individual, the philosophy of individualism that ran propagated, right, and has in a philosophy. And his work was Randian. So after which I thought, especially after reading other philosophies too, but it did not. Came to the state, and I wanted to join. The first thing I wanted to do was to join the Randian Institute. It didn't happen. I was in a different state, whatever. Fell in love. I got married. So I'm just saying, like, Ayn Rand is a love-hate person. You either love her and die for her and her philosophy, or you freaking spit on her, which much of the world does because of her whatever idea of selfishness and it being a virtue, etc., etc. Hi, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, I always like to say that if you hate objectivism, it's the equivalent of saying you hate yourself. Because objectivism is the philosophy of basically loving yourself and being able to love life.
So her ideal man, her John Galt, even Howard Rorick, okay, the characters she uses to portray like the ideal human, do not submit to anything under any condition, right? Because they use faculties of reason, rationale, and self-determination. So Rorik would not build a building under any condition, even if it's $10 gazillion, right? If his plan is not carried out or demonstrated just the way he wants it, because he finds that to be criminal to his ideal. Now, one could argue this is a bit much, right? One could argue that this is not pragmatic, or this is not economic, or driven by greed.
Well, Rabbono Shalom, thank you for that incredibly insightful opinion. I have the I Ching of love in front of me. Does anyone want to pick a number? A mystical number of revelation?
John, the video you sent is not interesting whatsoever.
Neither is Ayn Randyism, the cult. The cult.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine, but it's not a cult.
Oh, it's not a cult? You're not in a cult? You sound like you're programmed. Generally monotone people who get 2 hours of sleep and think they can put together coherent sentences, which they're not. Those people are generally brainwashed in a cult. And some people claim Ayn Rand is a cult. The cult of Ayn Rand and her books, her little novels. Ooh, a book club. I like a lot of books, but I don't just like one type of book by one woman. On my pizza, I love pepperoni and sausage and jalapenos and giardiniera and garlic and onion, and I like a lot of toppings on my pizza, just like I like my book club to have a lot of books. Hello?
Inshallah.
I also
Don't encourage them. Stop.
I also just posted debates from Christopher Hitchens debating actual objectivists and getting absolutely eviscerated. So yeah, no, he doesn't destroy the cult of objectivism if it were actually a cult.
Well, see, I'm at that point personally. Well, hold on. Personally, I'm at that point in my life where even debating these things, it's just pointless. There's no reason to even discuss or debate what we're talking about. That's just the truth. Hello? See, that's what cult members do. They always try to force a certain topic onto you. And unfortunately, no one cares about that crusty old Eastern European bitch.
How right of you to say such a thing?
Like again, like philosophy is for like people to live their lives. Like I don't care if you have like bad ideas that lead you to bad lives. Like bro, that's on you. Like I'm enjoying.
I get it, bro. Good thoughts, good outcomes. Listen, you don't have to explain what good means to me. I'm trying to be a saint over here. Hello? The last chapter says be a saint. And that means be good. Hello?
No, I'm not gonna wake her up. Why?
I'm just making sure because you're starting to get loud.
Oh no, I think I just put the mic a little closer to my mouth.
Okay, that's what she said.
Zabu, do you want to see my do you want to see my septum piercing, Zabu? Okay, please hold.
You do not have a septum piercing. Shut the fuck up, John.
If he shows a septum piercing, I'm officially declaring John a psychopath.
Why?
Like he's not already.
What do you have against?
I have a septum piercing. What's wrong with that?
I have a septum piercing.
I have a septum. I have a navel. I have some other piercings. I have 2 nose piercings. I have 10 ear piercings.
Oh my god, I have 2
Yeah,
nose
but
piercings.
you lived in India though.
So what?
Yeah,
So what? That has nothing to do with where you live. It's not even cultural. I like tattoos and piercings. I love tattoos and piercings.
Me too.
I don't have any tattoos or piercings.
You should get a tattoo of Iron Rand.
Piercings.
You should get an Iron
Ayn Rand
Rand.
is
You should
from-
get it on
she's
your
probably
ass.
against tattoos and
You
piercings.
should get it on your ass, so then when you spread your ass cheeks, like you go in your mouth.
Objectivist, she would be.
I want to get a piercing. I want to get a a piercing of Imran's teeth and the gap between the teeth.
Oh, I have a gap between the
It's so cute.
I have a gap too.
I love that. My sister used to have a gap. I'm gonna get Imran's teeth exactly the way they are, with just the front two teeth and the gap in between them. Right on my heart.
This is just absolute trash.
This is one of two. So pretty it looks.
Well, okay, go ahead. Ask me a number. I'm going to show you my septum piercing.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 21.
Okay, PTR. Check out my nasal piercings.
I can't see it yet.
Just put that on.
Oh, there we go.
21.
Fabulous piercing.
Oh, it looks wonderful.
It looks fake as fuck.
Yeah,
You don't have a piercing.
but they look like little balls hanging from your nose.
Okay, this is called betrayal and jealousy.
I have a septum piercing. I'm not jealous.
Are you experiencing the dark side of love? Allow yourself time to assimilate the betrayal. In those desperate moments, it becomes absolutely clear what you loved in the other. Observe it and learn from it, maintaining the knowledge within yourself. In these moments, grow, evolve, become yourself.
Why has all of this been spot on? Like, the other ones are so different from the ones he gives me. Like, they're so spot on. It's insane.
Dude, this is freaky since last night. He's been
It's
giving me
so insane. I'm not even like
freaky
will
spot.
not hand on my heart. He is choosing ones that are very, very specific.
Okay, let's inshallah. Let's try 19. John Kitover.
Okay, PTR. I zoomed in on my nasal cavity.
This is freaking fake. You don't have it.
I know. This is like party jewelry I bought on Amazon or eBay. Okay, this is number 19.
The fact that he actually spent money on that.
This is just a gag. You go out to a bar, you put this in your face, then people look at you and they're like, "What the fuck are you wearing on your face?"
Universe, you have a partner?
A partner, yeah. I got every second I make 1.5 billion new miscarriages in my
No,
scrotal
I
section.
mean, good. Because that must be so much fun.
No, actually, I just talked to some Muslim girl on the phone, and within 5 minutes, she was like, "Okay, I've already determined that we're not a." She doesn't even live in Chicago. She lives in Oklahoma, and that she only has 30 minutes to talk to me till her next appointment. I was like, "You think I want to talk to you for 30 minutes? Jesus! What do you think this is? Clubhouse?"
John dated a bougie Iranian lady in Los Angeles, or I think San Diego, where I live. So, John, do you want to speak in Farsi a little bit for us?
دلم برات خیلی تنگ شده.
Oh my god, he's so good. Why is he so good?
I'm telling you, he's a fucking psycho.
I love him so far.
Wait, Simon, let me hit my projection drum.
This is the kind of weirdo I like.
This
Dude,
is
John Kitover is amazing.
so funny.
I can't believe you haven't met him, Zabu.
No, I'm sure. Like, I think I've like left rooms.
Sam, whatever his name's, the ginger Jew, Sam. You used to hang out in his rooms, and you hated me.
I did hate you.
Oh, you hated me.
sorry.
Sam really hates me. So
Found it.
tragic.
I probably had to hate you because I was dating him at the time.
Ooh.
I'm no longer dating him at the
Why did he start crying in your lap?
Oh, stop it.
Stop.
It's just a joke. I mean, I like him, you know. I don't know why. I mean, I've shared a lot of valuable things with him. He hates me.
Probably because he was showing him up, you know.
Well, no, I mean, well, I don't understand. You should.
Jew. John Kitover's a Jew. Like, why would he hate us?
Well, anyways, yeah. I mean, I'm an annoying person. That's the whole thing. It's like when I go out to the bar, I actually try to refrain from talking because I have a tendency to like.
You're a really good clown, and I really appreciate it.
Thanks. Okay, pick a number 1 through 64.
19.
You want 19? By the way, this comes from the I Ching of
Yes,
Love. Somebody said this was better than all the Christian rooms put together. Listening to each other. The oracle gives an omen of prosperity. You are evolving inside something that, day after day, matures and bears fruit. Hello?
Say that again. So sorry. Read that again, please. So sorry.
Number 19, listening to each other. The oracle gives an omen of prosperity. You are evolving inside something that, day after day, matures and bears fruit.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I listen a bit much. I don't fight back.
You listen too much.
I listen too much. I need to learn ways, guys, my friends. I need to learn ways to fight back. I want to learn how to fight back.
You do fight back. What are you talking
No,
about?
I get very quiet when someone is being mean to me. Or is saying things that are mean and unjustified. I quieten down in shock, I think, as to you are my friend. Like, why are you saying these things? I didn't do any such thing, kind of a thing. And so I don't retaliate back. And I think that I don't fight. If it's false, I don't fight back.
Yeah, usually fighting back implies that you care about what they think. But you meet a lot of people who are like, who say, like, a lot of the mean things that people say to you, they're probably really dumb.
Yeah, they're not related to truth.
Yeah.
This is why, for me, it's bizarre to fight something that instead of saying, but I did not, but I didn't, I find that petty and small. A good friend on this app, right? And she was feeling a little bad about, not a little bad, she was very angry that she'd introduced me to a bunch of really good people, right? And then who I gelled with very well, especially in a time where like my country is suffering a lot of trauma, as well as we here in the diaspora sort of feeling a bit cut off. So it became like a very good, cuddly group to be in and to do politics in, right? And to know of each other's welfare and stuff like that. And I did not agree with a couple of political stances that he or she or they had. And then them tell me stuff like, how could you do this to me? These were my friends. These are people I introduced you to, blah, blah, stuff. Like, I found that a little bit like maybe childish or something. And I didn't fight back. And I kept hearing more and more that came from it. You manipulated my friends, you took them over, you forgot about me. I mean, I found it to be a little high schoolish. So I just let it go and I heard it. I felt hurt. I felt like fighting back. It was too teenage for me to do it. So I did not do it. Should I have done it?
No.
Is the question.
No, because it's not, I don't think it's, I think given what you've told me about the situation, you've explained how you felt and it was unheard by her. And you have to be
And it went on to further, again, it was repeated. And that is probably because she wants a response or a retaliation. But I will not encourage that behavior for the sake of her, for her good, so that she drops it instead of addressing it.
Do you think she has that kind of level of emotional intelligence?
Perhaps not, but I can hope that she will.
Yeah. So then it's just a matter of time, right?
Yeah. Like, I don't even do it with my kid. Like, although she's a teenager, she'll never like say stuff like, "Oh, you like my other friend more than me," which would be like a normal thing, right, for like a young kid, because her friends really love me, whatever. But she doesn't do it. She has that intelligence too. She knows it's a bizarre statement to make. Just because I don't agree with you on a political stance, right? It doesn't mean
Oh my god, men, fucking open your ears.
But that's probably I should have been listening.
Thanks. Well, I think you could do an experiment where you try one more time to say something. Like, how many times has Rumi knocked on the door? 3 times? How many times have you knocked?
Ruby's knocked like 5,000 times. You're kidding me? Buster, come on up, baby.
He's like, it is me. It is me. No, it is I. Like, he did this like how many times? You know?
1,000,000 times for many years. Ruby kept knocking on Layla's door.
So
And every time she said, "Who is it?" he said, "It is me."
But are you expecting her to have that response to you?
No, I don't think she's mature for that.
Yeah. So then then it makes more sense to walk away, right? Walk away with dignity. The Quran says, you know.
Yeah. I didn't know the Quran.
Over like it's just going to cough now.
Minneapolis, this whole thing is legal. We started when we posited, Caleb and I have left, and a few others in the room posited like a horrendous way to think. So he went on to push the whole freaking exclusivity. Only Jesus, only Christianity, only this, the only way, or you go to hell.
His birthday. And she lies about her age.
And then
So is he attracted?
Is this Brooklyn Regal we're talking about? Like,
Regal, yeah, this Regal guy. Mm. And then he removed me, and Zabu was also rudely removed because Andrew loves to talk about Down syndrome for some reason.
Comedy.
He does, yes.
So yeah, we're in here to
The
talk
kiss
to
the
them.
ring. boring. So, if you just keep playing a game, well, does that just mean you're boring too? And also, the one thing you don't really know about people on this app is like there are people on the spectrum on this app, and they're not like the most social people in the world. And this for them is like, experimentation. And you give them a little grace, but don't be mean. Just if somebody else is mean, doesn't mean you have to be mean. And if you want to tell somebody what you mean, don't be mean, because you don't win when you're mean. And I can tell you all my problems in life, it's all because of anger and maybe being a little mean. Maybe not the mean part, but the anger part. So it's like I avoid anger at all costs. Like if I'm in a conversation with a beautiful woman and she's intentionally trying to get me to be angry or something, I don't fall for the bait. It's like I'm happy with myself. You can't, like change my aura with your you actually delete the mystery, meaning I'm no longer interesting when I sit there and I just talk, because the truth is in the silence. Hello?
I don't know who Butterfly is, but I really love your profile picture.
She's gorgeous. She's Palestinian.
It's a beautiful, beautiful picture.
She's a really beautiful person. Is that pasta with back?
I don't think so.
I don't think it could be. Yeah,
It could be.
It is. Look closely.
Yeah.
So
But it looks like it's digital.
who were the perennialism haters you were telling me about?
There's one. I mean, I find that to be pretty absurd to deny that, where it's like one of the most blatant sort of, evidences we have.
I just think he hates everyone who's not a Christian, to be honest.
Yeah. If you're not a Christian, you go to hell.
Oops.
But see, he's in hell right now. If that's his opinion, that means he's psychologically not happy. Are we right or are we wrong?
Yeah, you're right. I think that's what's interesting about Rico and Andrew is like they seem like two sides of the same coin, right? Like they're Christian, but Andrew has a I love everybody approach, even if you are going to hell. But he's trying to save you, right? He's trying to save you, and then Rico's like, I just fucking hate you. Like,
100%.
But see, Andrew is like, in my opinion, he's just like a mold at the museum, with those machines that put the mold. A little more exotic with your spirituality. To me, he's just so boring.
okay, my dear, I have to go now.
Okay.
But this was a lot of fun, and I'll probably be on later. Thanks for the laughter, and fuck Regal. No, I'm kidding. Okay, bye.
Bye, Zaboo.
Bye, everybody.
I really liked your song yesterday, Narges, the French one. Oh, everybody was just in total ecstasy. Okay, so here we are. I'm waiting. Are you hiding? What dirty apartment and stinky bedroom are you hiding in that I've yet to find you, my love? Come to me, my love, and kiss me. Oh, ravish me, love me, kiss me, desire me, love me. Where are you, my love? Hello? Okay, listen to this. This is called Hymns to the Goddess, translated from the Sanskrit. And it's a very interesting mystical Indian book. Let's go to page 10. 10, not 11. These are but some only of her endless forms. She is seen as one and as many, as it were but one moon reflected in countless waters. Subnote Brahmavindu. She exists too in all animals and in organic things, since the universe, with all its beauties, is, as the Devi Purana says, but a part of her. All this diversity of form is but the infinite manifestations of the flowering beauty of the one supreme life, a doctrine which is nowhere else taught with greater wealth of illustration than in the Shastras and Tantras. The great Bharga, in the bright sun, and all Devata, and indeed all life, and being worshipful and worshipped, but only as her manifestations. Subnote 1. See chapter 3 of the to a man who, with the light of a clear lamp in his hands, yet falls into some waterless and terrible well. It is customary nowadays to decry external worship, but those who do so presume too much. The ladder of ascent can only be scaled by those who have trod all, including its lowest rungs. The Shakti Terihasyasa summarizes the stages of progress in a short verse thus: a mortal who worships by ceremonies, by images, by mind, by identification, by knowing the self, attains Kaivalya. Before Brahma Bhava can be attained, the sadhaka must have passed from Puja Bhava through hymns and prayer to Dhyana Bhava, the highest worship for which the sadhaka is qualified adhikari. Only object of that worship which leads to liberation.
Thank you. Basically, I think he's saying, like the Brahm Bhava, love of God, you have that adhikari or governance over it, right? Through, they were, what would you say after through the Sadhya Vidya or truth principles by which you can have a Deva Bhasha or the language of truth. Like all of these are connected through like the goddess energy or the female energy.
Yeah, it's like saying one God basically, but feminizing it in a way.
Feminizing it and also sort of like giving it direction, like pointing at it with like pointers as to how you can reach
that's their inner projection.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like reading books. It's so much easier to like perfect communication because technically what we're really all doing is hypnotizing each other. And I know if you believe that it's hypnosis, it's kind of all or nothing thinking, and that's what Sith Lords do. But the truth is, humans can be programmed in the same way that a computer can be programmed. Like Kitty here. Kitty was crying last night because she got kicked from her room.
Which one?
Poor little kitty cat. Oh, Kitty was so upset. She was crying, and then she said, "I'm in a safe space here. I'll be okay. I'll be okay."
That's funny. Yeah. Anyway, I gave you a kiss, Nargis.
Thank you.
Regal's being more than a bitch. He is being. Then somebody that just booty claps for freaking clout. I can't stand that.
But it's okay, I guess, because like small minds rise when they like see John Kitover doesn't have to change his personality. Even though he gets kicked out 100 times from the room. In the world of artists from where I come from, John Kitover is always celebrated. It's natural to be John, right? Because there's no need for opportunity or clout. You are who you are, and you'll always have a fan following. And that is how it is. But some have to try and fan following. I think that is redundant. You're just trolling, man.
See you, Nargis, and you probably know some of the words. Which I think, yeah. It would have been better. But everybody was just like, it just seemed like I wasn't gay enough to hang out with my gay friends. I wasn't Christian enough to hang out with my Christian friends. I wasn't like scientific enough to hang out with my scientific friends. I wasn't like a philosopher enough to hang out with philosophy friends. And it was just like, why is everybody just being so freaking hateful? Not necessarily to me, but just in general. And it was just disheartening. And now I go into his room and it's like under new management. Okay, that sounds wonderful. Let's have some new management. Oh, what does that mean? You're just going to be a hypocrite and you're going to mod the main person that you just bitched about for an hour and a half. I mean, it was absolutely ridiculous.
Bro, we were never management in that room. We were celebrity who just allowed for him to build a platform. And I kept saying like,
I felt bad after she read the Elza Hadith.
which one?
The one that was extremely, extremely bad. Probably the worst Hadith.
Half of these hadiths are not there in the real hadith books. You're finding them from like these Christian apologetic rooms, apologist debate bro websites. You're gonna be laughed at. If there are some bad hadiths you can actually utilize and refute if you want to. But the ones you're bringing up don't even exist, Rabbi. Like they're not, and even if they do exist, they're not ijma. Not everybody like recognizes them even. Neapolis, can you tell this rabbi, bro? He's a Christian debate, bro. You can refute it.
Yeah.
Sorry, what are we discussing?
Grandma is finding hoodies from like these Christian apologetic debate bro websites. Huh? He can refute them. He's finding them from places that are not reputable. Like no one's heard of them. How do you expect anyone to debate you, bro? See how he's laughing.
And my thing is, like, once they read it, even if they read it in the Arabic, you hear them like sigh and then get angry at something.
Look at money, baby. Honey badger.
Yeah, I think us both mutually being in disgust of Regal's hypocrisy and Andrew also helping booty clap for his stupid rooms put me and Honey Badger as friends. It was really lovely.
What did Regal do this time? I mean, he's never.
That don't get angry.
He's some.
Yeah, he's under new management.
He's gained some status on the streets of Clubhouse.
Well, have you seen this wild civil war that has broken out inside of one of the world's largest chimpanzee communities in Uganda? An actual chimpanzee civil war. Yeah, hundreds of chimpanzees are waging a civil war against killing each other. So anyways, just remember,
Africa.
It could just be a territorial thing.
The Ngogo chimpanzee community in Uganda's Kibale National Park is the largest known wild group, featuring nearly 200 individuals studied since 1995. I'm not seeing any unrest amongst them.
Well, you're just not.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm reading it. I'm so sorry. The ongoing conflict is described by researchers as a one-sided route where the Western faction of the chimpanzees, despite being smaller, at the start of the split, successfully killed off members of the central group. What the bloody hell? So they started off because they were the originals. Into the central and the western, bro, we are chimpanzees. Hoax. Darwin was right.
How come Canada and Australia never had a civil war?
So the chimp war, there was a shift in power. The once unified group, it was split into a central and a western cluster, leading to intense fatal conflict between the formerly allied individuals. Bro, this is crazy. Prior to the split, the community, please control yourself. Prior to the split, the community was known for having higher than average number of males. Oh my God, it's always about males and females, which influenced their social dynamics. You want to come on my lappy?
Happiness. She it is, O mother, who in the form of the moon creates the world full of sounds and their meanings, and again by her power in the form of the sun. She it is who maintains the world, and she again it is who in the form of fire destroys the whole universe at the end of the ages. Men worship thee under various names as Narayana, as she who saves from the ocean of hell, who manifests in earth, water, fire, ether, the sacrificer, the sun and moon, and who destroys the body of Manmatha. O mother, men only worship the triple-streamed Ganga, because she shines in the matted hair of Shiva, which has been purified by the dust of thy lotus feet. As the moon delights the white night lotus, none other, as the sun delights the day lotus, none other, as one particular thing only delights one another. Lightest the whole universe by thy glances. Although thou art the primordial cause of the world, yet art thou ever youthful. Cannot describe thee. Although men must meditate upon thee, yet cannot their mind comprehend thee. O mother of the worlds, those who have reached that birth amongst men, which is so difficult to attain, and in that birth their full faculties, yet nathless do not worship thee, such though having ascended to the top of the stairs, nevertheless fall down again. O Bhavani, such as worship thee with fragrant flowers and sandal paste, ground with cool water and powdered camphor, gain the sovereignty of the whole world. O mother, like the sleeping king of serpents. Verse, thou dost descend like a streak of lightning, and attainest the ethereal region. Thy body, having been moistened with the nectar flowing from that, thou dost again reach thy abode by that way. O mother and spouse of Maheshvara, they in whose heart thou glitterest are never reborn. It goes on and on and on. It's a pretty big book. It's called Hymns to the Goddess by Arthur and Ellen Avalon and Company, Madras Private Limited. Hello? See, that's my biggest complaint about these Christian rooms. It's like, just read me the Bible and shut up. And it's funny because we're all just arguing over the book club, but nobody's actually in a book club. And that's what's so crazy. Everybody's sitting here opinionating on the book, but nobody ever reads any books. And the moment you try to read a book to these people, they shut you down. Isn't that interesting? Almost like they're there just for the dopamine, and therefore they are just dopes. We've concluded it again.
August, should we bring back Tuskia?
Hello?
Hello? I don't know if you guys can hear me. I might be in the Matrix.
Narja's
August, are you there?
she's on a pee-pee break. She's taking the dog for a pee-pee walk. Take her pee-pee. Take a pee-pee.
Universe, what's I know we're mutuals on this app, but I don't remember where we connected or how. Do you?
Yeah, cosmically, of course.
Right. But work your way down from there. Where?
No, that's where we start.
Alright. I think I'm catching your vibe, dog.
You feel the groove that I'm putting down?
I'm catching what you're dropping.
Accept an answer in music form.
All right.
You log in, like the countdown just begins. Slow spin, every scroll just leads to him. Full page, pulling traffic to the booth. His name on your lips like something new. You pull that ballot from your pocket, right here. Say I don't usually even talk it, but tonight you want an option. It could be a better option. You got me doing up the midnight moves, yeah, right here on the screen inside my room. Click on his name, try to the same, ready for changes. We're breaking the rules. You got me, oh yeah, doing up the midnight moves. I feel like I'm stuck on truth. Time we laugh at the chaos in the mix. One vote for a city we can fix. You let us message with the drama, so real, but we can heat up every dollar. Said tonight you want an option. It could be your better option. You got me, you got me doing up the midnight moves. Oh yeah, right here on the screen inside. You got me, yeah, doing up the midnight moves. Talking like I'm stuck on you. If this is your moment, don't blow. Only these at the midnight moves. You, yeah. Lights fade, but the votes go round. Don't slow, weddings running all through the town. If this is just a one. Ready for changes, we're breaking the rules. You got me, ooh, yeah. Do it at the midnight move. At the midnight, club for skipping like I'm stuck on you. This is a moment I don't want to know. Only these at the midnight move. Oh, you, yeah, you.
Woo!
You log in, like the countdown just begins. Slow spin, every scroll just links to him. Vote page, pulling traffic to the booth. You pull that ballot from your pocket, right? Say I don't usually even talk it. But tonight you want it out, yeah. It could be a better option. You got me doing after midnight moves, yeah, right here on the screen inside my room. Playing, tired of the same, ready for changes. We're breaking the rules. You got me. Doing up the midnight moves, acting like I'm stuck on truth. If this is a moment, no blowing, only these at the midnight moves. Real talk, but the text is on my mind. Scroll lines, talk it over, it's your time. We laugh at the chaos in the mix. One more.
We carve your name in ash and bone. Old one, watch sculpture over stone. Teeth of thunder, breath of fire.
Currently being trained.
Wake inside our buried take this willing flesh. Bind our fear and broken mesh. Blood upon the iron sky. Raise our hands and close our eyes.
This is another guy who just records your rooms and puts you guys on the YouTubes for years now. But I can't understand what you guys are talking about. Hello?
This guy or is that the different guy?
It's this guy.
It's schizophrenic, so it's like hard to tell. How's it going?
Let me hit my projection drum for you. Hello?
Are you the Diogenes guy or the other guy?
Diogenes?
Yeah, is that you?
Diogenes? No, that's a racist, anti-Semitic neo-Nazi. I'm Ashkenazi.
Why do you like randomly recording the clubhouse rooms and pumping them out to 0 followers?
Because I'm building a plantation of plantation workers. You guys are here working for the plantation. What do you? I'm in the master's house recording you right now.
How many different phones do you have?
60 different phones recording you from every direction.
I believe him, he does have 60 different phones. See, all right, this is a plan.
When was the last time you got coffee for your wife, Hodel?
You earned a subscriber for real. Like, put the YouTube in the chat. This is actually good jokes.
He's bald.
I mean, what is the plan, though? That's what I'm curious. What's the plan?
It's just an art project at the end of the day.
Oh, okay. So it's less schizophrenic than I thought it was.
Yeah, it's not schizo. It's just neurotic.
It is still relatively schizo.
Well, the thing about people who use the word schizo.
I have actually.
What was the hygienic experience like exactly?
Well, we're hanging out right now, so yeah. Digitally.
Can you smell me through your phone in the way that I can smell your farts?
No. Although you do those weird videos where you're like doing push-ups shirtless, right? Is that you? You're the same guy?
Is a fart just air passing over a turd?
I think it is.
Okay, pick a random number 1 through 64.
I'm gonna go 41.
Okay, this is called sufferance. Step by step, each joy condenses, hardens, becomes literally of stone. Also, these joyous impulses lessen. It is a natural law. And this is living too. We would wish to Okay, pick a number 1 through 64.
64. 14.
This is 64. Mystic Union. The oracle, known as the universe on Clubhouse, speaks of a missed encounter. One looks forward to something. One hopes, but resolution doesn't come. It is a warning. In the intimate communion that love with a lover generates, one can see the possible fusion that is completion and achievement. It is a flash of intuition, precious but elusive. Thus, once again, it is good to link love with meditation.
Universe. Universe. What's your favorite clubhouse that you frequent? Because you listen to like every clubhouse room.
I like the one where I can set up my camera at 8 a.m. and then return the next day at 8 a.m.
BLM rooms or anything? Like, what's
He was in all of them. He's on all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what have you sort of like learned? You know, because you are doing sort of art project experiment, and it is interesting. Like, do you have any insights to this like chaos on this app?
There are observations which do seem to be natural law. For example, if you're on Hinge, Bumble, or Tinder, and there's two girls on the first photo, there is a 100% chance that the ugly girl is always so. There's little things like that that you also see here on Clown House, but the biggest thing is obviously projection. So if I was, do you know what an NFFN is?
It sounds like, is that two dudes and a chick?
No, NFFN is a nigga faggot faggot nigga. So if I was an African American and I was a homosexual and I was screaming at somebody else on this app and calling them a
Well, okay, but hold on. Projection is just like commonplace on the internet, right? Like every internet app is projection. Every human interaction, really. But like,
Literally used for marketing, yeah.
Yeah, what I'm asking is, what specifically have you learned from like Clubhouse? You know,
it's all deals with
alpha there.
It all deals with communication. So basically, every achievement in human technology or science, ultimately, at the end of the day, seems to deal with communication. Whether it's the Federal Reserve or a bank, those are just centers of information and communication. They don't make anything, as you all know. What was that?
Can I interrupt you?
Well, I'm trying to teach a group of Bitcoin maximalist utopians about communication theory.
Clubhouse rooms right now.
He said what is Clubhouse for?
Hey, go tell that other clubhouse room there.
Tell that other Clubhouse.
Hey, this guy's a base.
Okay, so this is a. I got a lot of tripods. Okay, so this is the other thing I want to tell you about, which is called supernormal stimulus or super stimulus. See the fake nose piercings in my nose and the gay fan and the stupid.
Listen, you got to be here in the morning when we hear a lot of that stuff, lots of negativity. Now, tell me about negativity versus positivity in general. Like, what have you experienced?
Okay, so as the universe, I don't actually have to answer every question, but this is another observation. That this app is actually an ESL app for people that don't speak native English like yourself. That is one of the most fundamental observations about this app, is that people are here practicing their English. If you're ever in a room with a non-native English speaker, you will realize there's no point to the conversation other than to let that shitty English speaker their stupid, boring shit at one word every couple seconds.
That's why I always come up and they're like Indian guys, and they come up and they go, "Hey, bro, hey, bro," and we're like, "Why are they coming on stage? It doesn't make sense." But now I get it. It's the ESL thing.
Yeah, universe. We've been seeing a lot.
I don't know, maybe like 40 tripods. So what I was doing is I have 4 recording studios here in my house, and in every room I have a different clubhouse room going with 4 phones pointed at that room. And all I can say is, well, right now in Uganda, there's a chimpanzee civil war. There's hundreds of chimpanzees fighting a brutal, savage war for dominance. And the thing is, people on this app are very much like chimpanzees. They're stupid, they're retarded, and what we're trying to point out is that there are laws of nature, and people on this app are completely oblivious to what the laws of nature could possibly be, or even God's law. If you were to ask somebody, what is God's law? And they had to tell you what God's law is, you would think they might be, maybe somebody could tell you what that is one day. You know, anyways, there are these things called books.
This is a race. Do you have like is there like a Miss Universe?
I'm working on that tonight, but
That's bad, eh?
look, I just matched with this Muslim girl on Hinge.
You can't acknowledge that.
She doesn't live in Chicago. Is Habibi here? Habibi, the Fakhuri is here. See, the Fakhuris, they know how to get laid, let me tell you. They have mastered love, you know. They just can't seem to keep the wife around for long enough because they love too many women. Hello?
Shots fired.
And if you have to get hair plugs instead of dressing well and going to the gym and having a good tan,
I hope you win on marriage. You deserve it more than Lori Lightfoot, that's for sure.
listen, if a retard can become a mayor of one of the most largest major cities like New York or Chicago, anybody can run for mayor. That's just the truth of the earth.
So I wouldn't do that to me, brothers.
Okay, but I have come to the conclusion that talking about the national debt, even if it's 40 trillion or 100 trillion, it really just doesn't matter because it's all relative to other currencies around the world. But also the fact that if you can create debt out of thin air, you can delete debt out of thin air. Pens and wands. So debt resolution, lawyers and politicians, it's all just a civilizational game. It's just game theory, and it's political. Vaccines are political. The debt is political. The plastic in your food is political. This stupid app is political. You know, my left testicle is political against my right testicle.
That's why you're running for Congress or something, right?
No, I'm running now for the mayor of Chicago.
What's worse, posting videos on YouTube that get less views than listens in Clubhouse? Listen, that's a performance art project that some LLM will find to be very useful training data someday.
So
That's interesting. Is in the YouTube settings, it says, do you want to let AI companies use some of your videos or all of your videos? And I say, you know what? Let's do all of the videos of everybody on Clubhouse being fed into all the major LLMs via Google, YouTube. Let's do it.
I think though that Clubhouse has beat you already because we know they're selling our voice data. Like, I'm assuming that I'll be talking to some AI like GPS assistant, and it'll just sound like me. I'll be like, what the fuck? They're definitely gonna do that.
No, what the stay alive is through third-party data brokers, and guess who the largest data broker or buyer of data brokers? It's the government. It's the facility in Salt Lake City. It's the FBI. And the thing is, they're just spending it because their executive and their rep at Microsoft just keeps telling them to buy the data, but they don't even know what to do with the data. And it's all just redundant nonsense.
This is all great training data though for AI voice modules, obviously.
Yeah, but to what extent? To where we can now commercialize this proprietary IP of people talking about nothing? It's all. They kicked me! We did it. Kicked from room number 16,976. Okay, I'm gonna go work out, everybody. Hope you're having fun.
Most of the foregoing practices will not at first be clear to you, but at least they have trained you in determination, accuracy, incruspation, and many other qualities which are valuable to all men in their ordinary avocations. So that in no case will your time have been wasted. That you may gain some insight into the nature of the great work which lies beyond these elementary trifles. However, we should mention that an intelligent person may gather more than a hint of its nature from the following books, which are to be taken as serious and learned contributions to the study of nature, and not necessarily to be implicitly relied upon. The King of the Eastern! City lights are glowing mid-west dusk. Streets are humming low with a restless trust. Skyline clouding gold, lake from shimmering snow. Dreaming of a better day, just let me grow. Yeah, let me grow. And the wind on my face, it feels like a spark. Talking about a future that can light this dark. Got my 2 feet on this land. All this wind chasing the day, playing through the streets. A hopeful song where every neighbor meets. Voices rising strong and bold, stories of a city told. Yeah, the rhythm of our hearts, a promise we keep. This wind of change serenade, rising so deep. Rise so deep. Lakefront shine, every skyline light in sight. Dreams of every bar, stepping into the light.
Every single voice a powerfully placed line, and the wind on my face, it feels like a spark, talking about a future that can't let this die. Got my 2 feet on this land, reaching out ahead on this world change serenade, playing through the streets, a hopeful song where every neighbor meets. Voices rising strong and bold, stories of a city told. Yeah, the rhythm of our hearts, a promise we keep. This wind of change serenade, rising so deep. Rising deep. It's a slow shift in the breeze, put our worries at ease. Yeah, the sound of the city calling out to be free. Oh, this wind playing through the streets, a hopeful song where every neighbor meets. Voices rising strong and bold, stories of a city told. Yeah, the rhythm of our hearts, a promise we keep. This wind of change serenade, rising so deep. Wind of change. City lights, but they look so cold. Every promise already sold. Running circles inside my mind. Dreaming of a freer time. Maybe we're just scared to try. Maybe we believe a lie. Holding back what we can't ignore. There's gotta be something more. I hear a voice inside my chest saying, don't settle for less. south and the west, every single block. Time to build it up, time to talk that talk. We tryna move on, tryna find our way. Lift the whole town up every day. The rhythm's here, the vibe is strong. Voice of the people gonna sing this song. Now we filling up the empty space. Every street and every place. A little bit of hope, a little bit of change. Rising like a beacon in the pouring rain. Go to Chicago, they all over that town. And Chicago's gonna keep pushing on. Go down, lift up every space. Kitover, 2020, save the dawn. Heavyweight champion from Missouri. West Bendy in a race to the finish under the mark with a team rule. One step, two step, marching down the road. Every single word in all of your home. In the pouring rain, head to down, Kitover, Chicago.com. Spread the word around, keep pushing on. Go down, Kitover, lift up every space. Down, Thursday signs are on. See the posters on my corner. Name in red and white and strong. Chicago made a move for time. Make it count. Time to stand up. Talk it over. Shaking it up. Tax reform from every pocket.
Tax reform.
Friends all say that we need change now, less corruption, straighter plans. Take the power from the back rooms, give it back to working hands. Every train in every schoolyard, every small shop on the block needs a leader for this city.
Oh, Scott, dude, you better pay attention. This is shit. How about that? Okay, good. You better pay a woman will fuck you over. What?
Tell myself my vote won't matter. Then I see that side again.
Woman will fuck you over. Woman will fuck you over.
I was waiting for a sign to start, like a map drawn out in the dark. Now the city's calling out my name to choose a brand new plan. Tired of watching from the side while the streets and dreams collide. So I take one step to my move. Time to change this heavy load. Let your voice lead the way. Every choice rewires me. Every vote unlocks the key. We want tax reform today. Vote John, get over, pave the way. Now still riding in our heads, but it won't get the final say. We can rise and stand as one. Go Chicago starting today. We don't need a perfect line, just a reason, just a sign. Every inch we claim is ours. Every step can raise the bar. Go slow, go fast, just don't go back. Trust the rhythm in this town. Time to live our future now. So we keep moving anyway. Chicago, stand up, have your say. Go to ChicagoMayElection.com. On your lips like something new. Pull me closer by the collar. Say I don't usually even bother, but tonight you wanna battle. We can make this together. You got me doing up the midnight force, yeah, right here in the center of a room. In my head, feel you are ready. Water to water, we're changing the rules. You got me Throwing up the midnight bus, right here. On Chicago, Maya, put the phone in my hand. Feel you again, part of the war. Oh, we're breaking all rules. You got me, you're doing it, throwing up the midnight bus. You need it, straight to kill you. Still no riser. This is a wager, I just wanna save you. I'll get over. Being in Chicago with you, with you. On the top of my head, little voices waving flags. Every word a tiny mirror asking, who are you? Really? Spamming a silver suit, politics in shoes, comedy juggling, our fears are tracing halos on them. All communication is hypnosis. Every sentence swings a line. You can call it love or persuasion. Both are reaching in the night. All communication is hypnosis. From a whisper to a shout, I'm just choosing brighter colors for the picture. The future you could live in if you let it in your bloodstream. All communication is hypnosis. Every sentence swings a light. You can call it love or persuasion. Both are reaching in the night. All communication is hypnosis. From a whisper to a shout, I'm just choosing brighter colors for the picture in your doubt. What if this is the opera and your breath is the overture? Every thought in your orbit singing, you are something you are. I'll keep casting tiny futures where you rise, and you are watermelon, rainbow, watermelon, rainbow.
And takes back his lives. He turns to the water, lowers and raises the lands, and makes upon them. To what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law. Love on the will. He lowers the lands and turns to east the graceless. Takes the lands in her right hand, her left hand, and the left hand she offers the hand. He takes the host with the right hand, makes wind on the path, and consumes it. Silence the priestess takes, uncovers, and offers the cup as
resurrection. He makes the 5 crosses on the priestess. Accept. Offers the lance to the priestess, who kisses it. He then touches her between the breasts and upon the body. He then flings out his arms upward, as comprehending the whole shrine. Let this offering be borne upon the waves of ether to our Lord, and Father the Son that travelleth over the heavens in his name on. He closes his hands, kisses the priestess between the breasts, and makes 3 great crosses over the paten, the cup, and himself. He strikes his breast. All repeat this action. Hear ye all, saints of the true church of old time, now essentially present, that of ye we claim heirship, with ye we claim.
The principles.
The deacon, mysterious energy, form, mysterious matter, in fourfold and sevenfold division. The interplay of which things weave the dance of the veil of life upon the face of the spirit. Let there be harmony and beauty in your mystic loves, that in us may be health and wealth and strength and divine pleasure according to the law of liberty. Let each pursue his will as a strong man that rejoiceth in his way, as the course of a star that blazeth forever among the joyous company of heaven. The people. So will to be. The deacon, be the hour auspicious and the gate of life open in peace and in well-being, so that she that beareth children may rejoice, and the babe catch life with both.
Siddhartha and Krishna and Tahuti, Moshe, Dionysus, Mohammedan to Megatherium. With these also Hermes, Pan, Priapus, Osiris and Melchizedek. Jacob Boehme, Francis Bacon, Lord Verulam, Andrea, Romerus de Fructibus, Johannes D. Sir Edward Kelly, Thomas Van Elias Ashmole Molinos, Adam Wishow, Ludovicus, Rex Bavaria. Margrave Jennings, Carl Kellner, Forlong Dukes, Sir Richard Payne-Knight, Paul Gargan, Sir Richard Francis Burton, Gerard Enkowski, Dr. Theodorus, and Sir Alistair Crowley, O sons of the Lion and the Snake. With all thy saints we worthily commemorate them, worthy that were and are to come. May their essence be her present, potent, puissant, and paternal to perfect this feast.
But to love me is better than all things, if under the night star before me, invoking me with a pure heart, and a serpent flame therein, thou shalt come a little to lie in my bosom. For one kiss wilt thou then be willing to give all. But whoso gives one particle of dust shall lose all in that hour. Ye shall gather goods and store of women and spices. Ye shall wear rich jewels. Ye shall exceed the nations of earth in splendor and pride. But always in the love of me, and so shall ye come to my joy. I charge you earnestly to come before me in a single robe and covered with a rich headdress. I love you. I yearn to you. Pale, purple, veiled, voluptuous, pleasure and purple, in drunkenness of the innermost sense, desiring with you. Sky! batallón de verdad piensa en los blues. El chaval con su café, 3 trabajos, poco pie, dice: quiero a alguien que al fin se parezca un poco a mí. John para el mayor de Chicago, para los botes, para el barrio, para las personas de los tipos que nunca salen de los libros. John para el mayor de Chicago, la voz del norte y del lado sur, para la familia en el lago que sueña un futuro azul. Quiero ver la luz en la escuela de mi Luis. Taxi lleno, tráfico, un suspiro cínico. Si votamos esta vez, cambiará lo que se ve. De Chicago, la voz del norte y del lado sur, para la familia en el lago que sueña un futuro azul. Queremos santo, ni actor, solo alguien que escuche el dolor del techo que gotea en invierno, del miedo a perder el empleo. John para el mayor de Chicago, para los hoteles, para el barrio, para las personas de las tipos bailando en la línea del mínimo. John para el mayor de Chicago, la voz del norte y del lado sur, para la familia en el lago que sueña un futuro azul. Me preguntan, ¿y este tal John de verdad los blues? El chaval con su café, 3 trabajos, poco pie, dice: quiero a alguien que al fin se parezca un poco a mí. John para el mayor de Chicago, para los botes, para el barrio, para las personas de los people que nunca salen en los libros. John para el mayor de Chicago, la voz del norte y del lado sur, para la familia en el lago que sueña un
Could not be and should not attempt to be. The only concern men should have for other men is respect for their rights. And men should never expect another man.
Si votamos esta vez, cambiará lo que se ve. Dime. De Chicago, para los botes, para el barrio, para las personas de las picos, pagando cuentas con su ritmo. John para el mayor de Chicago, I didn't go to work today, so we're off to a good start. I've been eating them. I've been eating them. Not every day, but I've been eating them.
Sway slow, your hair caught in the sun. From somebody's window low. In the middle of this world, in our way, breathing like a secret tone. Every small touch. What's up? Where the warm waves sway under this moon, I could lose my name. Only your heartbeat. Glass on the table, rings left behind like halos. There's no spilling their hearts. See how they world getting softer. Every time you laugh out. Oh, under this moon, in our hidden cold touch, feels like a spell. Right here, right now, with the warm waves swell. Under this moon, I could lose my day. Only your heartbeat calling me back again. If the tide creeps in, let it cover our tracks. Leave the rest of the world where the shoreline cracks. Just your hand in mine, just that slow, soft line. If this is all we get, under this moon, in our hidden cold, breathing you in like a secret tune. Every small touch feels like a spell. Right here, right now, where the warm waves swell. Under this moon, I could lose my name. Only a heartbeat calling me back again.
Incredible stupidity and a waste of time.
Crown to the sky. We like the tide rolling, rolling by. Thoughts come and go like birds on the wire. Watch them and wait. Let them fade. Let them tire. I find the middle right here, right hand, left hand, same hand. Inhale the chaos, exhale the care. I live in balance, right here. Storm in my chest.
Most of us are brought up by.
I looked in your cup to see if you had enough. I swore this counts. Quiet place. Sun in my bones. Moon in my veins. I hold them both. Let them dance through the strain. I find the rain. Inhale the chaos. Exhale the care. I walk the wire. Eyes closed. Soft heart. Slow stay. I live in balance. I live in balance. Right here. Powerful war song of Megatron, the supreme master and commander of the known light universe.
rest, you know.
Yeah, so we'll run Huddle harder next year. Let's go, baby. Hopefully we'll be having some good Bitcoin price action then.
Oh yeah.
Huddle for president. That's right, baby.
My son confiscated Junseth's rolling pin and said this is my beating stick.
Junseth, I got your wood dowel, which is posing as a rolling pin. Do you see it next to an actual French rolling pin in my PTR?
I do.
Put on dough. It will. Yeah, but like on the ground, on the marble. I was testing it. Didn't roll that.
How often do you cook?
0.
Yeah, it's a decorative item. Fuck off.
I felt like it could have been a little smoother.
No, you don't want that. You want the dough to like kind of stick to it a little.
That seems like a cope. Yeah.
No, it's true.
I don't know, man. I don't think it was level, you know?
I'll make you another one. I'm sending it just because you're a dick.
I'm going to send you a video of it making noise when I roll it.
Oh, okay.
You'll see what I mean. You'll see.
All right.
You'll all see. No, I'm just kidding. I don't need to do, there's no care instructions for this, is there?
Oh, not really.
Yeah, just roll it around.
For 15 years, so
they feel right. You know, there's even more expensive commercial grade one you can get.
Is it a
No, it's a KitchenAid, but it's like $1,000 KitchenAid versus I think the one we both bought is like $600. But it only comes in like stainless. It doesn't come in all the cool colors or whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah, but that one's even beefier. I don't know. It feels like one of the best quality items we own in the kitchen. Yeah.
These places they don't make them pretty.
Right.
Homes names and they're sorely mistaken.
Well, just making it pretty in and of itself, it'll become a thing that women buy just to have in the kitchen because it's an aesthetic thing. You know, whether they use it or not.
$1,000 as a dude. If you're like not rich.
She's got the Johnson smile there in the picture too.
That's right.
You can see it.
You know, like, like in 20 years, you will hear all the fucking speaking for the game now. Why you fight for your country, guys? These guys for your country, guys.
she'll get away with a lot more than Jensen can get away with.
Here's the dash cam.
You know, one thing now that I think about, that how babies come out, I don't think they love to the N-word.
She was many.
I don't think you can say it. Now, I think a white person makes it right as this Wilson too. Listen, if she says, if she ever says, right, I have blue, black, and white. I know every time you try to speak. My baby likes to get off a great picture.
If you had 5 more years with your father, what would you do? You should be locked up with the others.
That usually works.
What's going on, people? Is the consensus now that the strait is going to be open soon? From what I'm hearing? Is that one of the hobbits in your PGR, John Seth? What's that? I said, is that one of the hobbits from Lord of the Rings in your PGR? You must think the hobbits are gorgeous. I'll tell you what, that's not what J.R. Tolkien wrote. It's a cute kid, John Seth.